with the product review on Sound Extreme channel, fully review on clip video to be served you on time. Today I will be review about the 4-channel hybrid amplifier Purist Audio Super 21 Mark II. Before starting the review, I would be talking about a little bit about the hybrid amplifier story. The hybrid amplifier is a very famous in the car audio industry just around 2 or 3 years. In the idea of the hybrid amplifier design, the designer would like to design the amplifier that has mixed up the benefit of the vacuum tube and bipolar transistor. The vacuum tube has a benefit about the realistic music, and the bipolar transistor has benefit about the quick response and the high efficiency working properly. When mix up between the two benefits of the component, that will bring up the hybrid circuit to have the high efficiency and the realistic music. Purist Audio has been entered the Thailand car audio market just around 4 and 5 years. Purist Audio starting with the amplifier lineup. The firstly, Purist Audio has been launched the reference series in the hybrid topology. Also, Purist Audio would be launched the 4-channel hybrid amplifier in the lineup of the Super 21. The Super 21 is very popular in the Thai market. It can sold many items for the long time. Super 21 Mark II is a new generation from the Super 21 to be developed at many points for the sound quality and performance. So firstly, I will be introduced about the packaging. When you see the packaging of the Super 21 Mark II, it will bring up the style of the Super 21. You will see the graphic just look like the web, and to be communicate to you about the active and more detail and the dynamic. Around the packaging has the product logo, has the product photo and the function. About the function, I would like to address about the specification of this amplifier. Super 21 Mark II has a power output 100 watt by 4 at 4 ohm. At 2 ohm, it can be increased to the 150 watt per channel. And Super 21 Mark II can be bridging in the mono mode and has the power output just around 200 watt by 2 at 4 ohm. And another function, Super 21 Mark II, we have the built-in two-way crossover network and has the good input impedance around 22 kilo ohms, and another function is very completely. So it's about the chassis and the overall shape. Super 21 Mark II will have the rectangular shape and the thin chassis. The chassis is made of the die-cast aluminum in the U shape and has the panel, on top panel. The on top panel is aluminum anodized and has a glass window. The glass window will show the operate of the vacuum tube inside. About the control panel, on this side you will see the input connector, the RCA input connector that use the nickel plate for the good connecting, and the control panel will have the input gain control, the switch mode control, electronic crossover network point, and another side containing of the power connection and the speaker connector that use the nickel pair also. Okay, I think you will see the overall chassis. Next, I will bring up you to see the inside structure. When I open the top plate, you will see the nice structure. Super 21 Mark II use the cladd epoxy PCB. This PCB use the double side to a layer and plate 2 hole for the high efficiency to transfer the current and the voltage. So about the topology of the hybrid system, you will see this is a vacuum tube. Purist Audio used the vacuum tube number ECC88, the twin triode vacuum tube, 2 sets. One set is handled about the 2 channel, and another one is 2 channel also. This vacuum tube has a low noise and has a high efficiency. That will bring up the overall signal to noise ratio to be higher. So another part that include with the hybrid system is the power output of the amplifier. That's Purist Audio use the bipolar transistor. So back to the structure. The layout of the overall circuit board will be used the symmetrical layout to be dedicated to each part. Firstly, you will see the input section. The input section that used is NE5534 operational amplifier chip to be working with input control and another controlling, and transfer the signal to the amplifier section. In the front end of the amplifier, use the vacuum tube that I talking, and another part will have the multi-stage and the class D full length amplifier. The class D full length had the benefit of the high efficiency and has a low loss and has the high power output. So it's about the final section on the final state that use the bipolar transistor, 1 pair per 2 channel. So about the power supply. The power supply is a switching power supply. For this section, I will be address the power supply is very important for the hybrid amplifier, cause of the vacuum tube use the high voltage to be feeding up and operate. If the power supply cannot be feeding the stable current and stable voltage, that will be affect with the operation of the vacuum tube. So on this section we see the switching chip that use a TL494, the very popular chip in the market. So when you see the overall, you will see that the part of the structure would be the small, cause of Purist Audio use the SMD technology for the component, and the passive component they use the high quality capacitor. They use the polycarbonate capacitor, and the input about the knob or the variable resistor, they use the special film contact to be has a special packet to resist with the humidity and the dust, something like that. So I will be talking about the review. I has reviewed this amplifier in my listening room. I setting up the system in the single amp topology. I use the system reference with the CD's head unit JVC KD HS 1000, And the interconnect, I use the Purist Audio S100 Pro. And the speaker, I use the two-way component speaker Boswick Extreme 6.5. Firstly, this amplifier is the new item. So after I open up for the packaging, I had to connect for running in. The running in is very important. About the Purist Audio, I recommend you to running in at least 30 hours for the optimum point. But I try to review. After I has connect the Purist Audio Super 21 Mark II on the reference system and first time for operate, I perceive that this amplifier has the benefit and the highlight about the dynamic headroom. The dynamic headroom is so good when compared with another amplifier in the same category and same segment. So after finish running in session, just allow the 30 hours. Okay, I starting review with a CD audio file. I try to setting the series condition with the CD track, just like the classical music and the chamber music that use consume the so many dynamic headroom. And the amplification of Purist Audio Super 21 Mark II can face with the series condition. I hear that the power output has to be good punching and has a good dynamic headroom. When compared with the specification 100 by 4, I think, in my opinion, the realistic sound has more power than the specification. So switch to the issue of the music. The ECC88 has a reflecting the sound quality. When I listen to the many track in the CD reference, just like the Sheffield Lab, I hear that this amplifier can transfer and bring it up the detail of the music track, and overall tonal balance, that's okay. But the mid and the high, upper mid range and the high frequency about this amplifier will be transferred the band frequency. So for the issue, you should be aware when you have to set up the system to be serious about the driver or the speaker that you use should have the ability to transfer the more detail for the frequency that will be working properly with this amplifier. For the conclusion, in my opinion, I think the Super 21 Mark II is a new generation from the Super 21, and Purist Audio can work hard and working properly for the Class D hybrid amplifier. When compared about the sound quality with the original Class D last 5 years and last 10 years, I think for the new one of the Super 21 Mark II, this Class D Fluent has working with a good sound and good impact and a good dynamic. I think if you want to setting up this sound system by the complete set of the 4-channel amplifier, Purist Audio Super 21 Mark II can answer your demand and can bring up the sound quality look like the audio file. Okay, today about the Super 21 Mark II revealing, I will be ending up with the conclusion. So if you want to see and to follow the video clip review, you can access to the youtube.com/soundestimat, and you also read my ebook on my website www.soundestimat.com. And if you want to follow me, please go on the fan page on facebook.com/soundestimat. You will not missing everything about us. Hope you enjoy with my review. See you next time. Bye bye.